And we are live. Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Talk Now live with Max and Larry, the Max and Larry Show, the big show, your show, of course, the Max and Larry Show. Max, how are you doing this fine Friday evening?
I'm well. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be able to, try to put a lot of more focus here at CTN and try to deliver what I can from my side of things. I'm glad to have this audience that is loyal and faithful to the show on a consistent basis. Can't thank you guys enough. Should be a very good show tonight. We're going to be talking about the likes of Quant, Xrp Xlm, and we're also going to introduce you to Hydra. Just in case if you don't know about Hydra, I personally will introduce you to that long ongoing project because I feel it is a very underrated one. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Back to you, Larry.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be so wonderful. We're not going to be dependent on YouTube anymore. Sorry, guys. We love you AIs that are watching us on YouTube, but we're not dependent on you guys anymore because we are fleshing out the network. I had a great meeting today. So many wonderful things happening, amazing stuff. We're going to provide eventually so much transparency for this audience. You guys are going to see exactly what we're doing here at the network. We'll have like a network report, I'm going to call it, and we're going to give you numbers on views on Twitter. It's coming soon. TikTok. What's the other one? Instagram, all these different venues, sorry. But most importantly, we don't even have to worry about that because look, not yet. We're going to talk about that in a second. We're going to talk about this, CryptoTalkNow.net. Soon, we're waiting for the migration. Eventually, it's going to be CryptoTalkNow.com, .net, and .show. All of them will be migrated together. But this is, I can't say enough about Legrand's a beautiful person. He's done great things. Him and the team, which is Legrand, Max, Jeff, Pruden, and Edward Vincent, have been doing a great job with with the main thing, Legrand leading the way with the website, the app that you can download here. Make sure you guys download the app. You're the OGs of the OGs of the OGs because it's going to be available to 3 billion people. Don't believe me? Look how many people actually use the App Store on Apple and the Play Store on Google Play. So there's a lot of people there. Now, we are going to get into pricing, but before we get into the comments, guys, can we not get excited about this? Look at this beautiful dog sitting down on the ground, making his beautiful bed, which is really just a blanket. Isn't this amazing? We have the first collection of NFTs for the network. You're watching history on this show. This is the Patches CTN collection. Patches CTN collection. It is available on OpenSea. You can see that right here, but it doesn't even matter about OpenSea. We have a way to purchase it right through our website, CryptoTalkNow.net. You don't even need to go to OpenSea. You can purchase it here. So, for example, this is all. Thank you so much to the Legrand Commission. We are going to be giving these away. You don't have to purchase them. You can purchase them if you want for a nominal fee through our website or through OpenSea if you prefer. This is Patches CTN Dissolving Portrait, Patches CTN Vintage Portrait, Patches CTN Multicolored Abstract, Patches CTN in Space, like pigs in space or salamander in space, but it's even better. Not better than salamander, but Patches CTN in Space. Patches CTN Blue Abstract, Abstract, and Patches CTN Blue Abstract number 2. So Max, initial thoughts on the artwork of Patches.
It looks great. Legrand does a great job of always, putting these types of things together. He's an artisan in his own right. He's proven it time and time again. It doesn't matter what network is on. He knows how to make nice looking art, and Patches looks really, really good right there. And he's just a good looking dog, period. So why wouldn't you want to have a Patches CTN NFT? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not the biggest NFT guy in the world, but I can recognize nice artwork and somebody who did a very good job on it. Shout out to Legrand Commission. Thank you so much for everything that you've done in the past, present, and future.
Yeah, thank you so much. We can't say enough to Legrand. Now, if you guys want a Patches NFT, don't worry about it. You don't have to buy these ones. You can buy them if you want to, but we're giving them away, one per show on the Max and Larry Show, which is 7 days a week, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. every single night starting on November 1st. We are going to be giving them away. So we hope that all of you guys get a chance to get a Patches CTN collection, the first ever. It's going to be amazing to see who the first person is that wins. And we believe these will go up in value. We are fleshing out our plans. So many great things that we can't share just yet, but we will share with you in the future. And, it's just amazing. I'll tell you what, one of my biggest regrets in life with Patches is this. I've had a lot of people throughout my life. Now, Patches is 8 years old. So during the last 8 years, I've had so many people, children, adults, everybody, family members say, man, you should breed Patches when they first meet him. And I say, this is really something. There's nothing I can do. It's out of my control. When I adopted Patches from a rescue place, when he was a little puppy, he was just a little baby puppy. And the rule is over there, this place is well known, that they fix all the dogs. So Patches was already neutered, and it's a shame that he was, because he would be an amazing dog. Maybe we can take some of his DNA and cryogenically freeze it, or I don't know. We can bring him back to life in the future, make him like an app or something. But it's a sad thing, because he should have had a tremendous amount of offspring. I mean, if you're a girl dog out there watching this right now, you're a female dog. We can't say what the other name is for a female dog. If you're a female dog watching this right now and you're peering in there, I know that you have a soul, and you're looking at this TV right now, and you're looking at this. It's just a picture, but also he's live down there. Would you not want to mate with this beautiful dog? If you were a female dog right now looking at this beautiful, handsome dog, you would definitely say, I want Patches as children. I mean, you would. How could you not want to have Patches as your stud? He's a beautiful dog. Don't you think, Max? If you were a female,
yes, I do. No, I did not do the whole thing of back to you, Max, or back to you, Larry, and I'm not even here. Yes, I heard you. I had to hit the unmute button because I'm kind of multitasking here. Yes.
My children.
Patches is an awesome looking dog. I haven't even met him yet. Yeah, I can't wait to meet him.
His personality is even better. You guys are going to meet him in June. If you guys want, we're going to have to figure out how to get him down to Miami. He's going to go to Miami, and we're going to hang out there, and everyone's going to get a chance to meet him. He's the most lovable dog. He's like Scooby-Doo. And my children haven't seen this NFT collection yet, but I'll tell you what, I have to get them one. They're going to love it. I have to get, I have 3 children, so I have to get 3 of them. They're going to love this stuff. And, it's a beautiful dog. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much. Let's get into the comments if we can here. And we're going to get into the pricing of the overall market real quick. And then we're going to get into the news, of course, with Max. He's got some great stuff. All right. April Cornwell says, Ape Dog got first. And that's what affectionately Michael Cornwell calls his wife, Ape Dog, for April. Hey, Ape Dog, I'm saying hello. Patches NFT. Yes. Hashtag Patches NFT. You're looking at it right now. If you guys want to buy them up, you can. I guess if you guys buy them out, then we'll just have to make some more. But yeah, so we're not expecting anyone to buy these. We will have the bigger ones in the future that you can buy that will raise money for your network. Tim Shea says, hey, because that's what Tim Shea says. Cool Cat Crypto, thank you for the baseball update. I am not watching it. I don't have cable. We'll check it on YouTube. He's saying the Astros are currently up 5-0 in the bottom of the third. So Philly is not doing too good.
Well, it's a 7-game series, so we'll see how it goes.
And then just for the record, I am pulling for Philadelphia for the Phillies, because I don't like the Astros because I'm a Yankee fan. So there you go. And I'll just tell you right out, if you go back and watch, I predicted that the Astros would beat the Yankees before they even played them. I said, you know what? I don't think that the Yankees can beat the Astros in the playoffs. And I was right. I didn't think they would get swept, but they did. They got their head handed to them, basically. The Gin. Hey, y'all. How are you doing tonight? Hope you all are great and ready to join. I am so fired up for this weekend. I'm going to have so much fun. Where I'm having a meeting tomorrow. But I'm going to have so much fun. I'm going to find a way to have fun, because actually working on the network stuff is fun for me. Bitcoin, BMW, Twitter brought me here. How about that? That's awesome. The Gin. I just got back from work, 6 hours of a drive from a 16-day hitch. Let's all make some money. How about that for the Gin? Welcome back. He's on oil.
Back.
Was on
oil.
Been a while
since we seen you.
The Gin, you got that right. Astros to the moon. Astros fan, of course. I think he's in Texas. Brian Dowie says, what's up, guys? I like Texas. The Gin, Max, I miss you, brother.
Well, thanks, man. Miss you too. Good to see you and everybody else.
We're just going here. The Gin. Oh, Larry and Patches, what's up? Cool Cat Crypto with the baseball updates. And Michael Cornwell says, he got April to start saying that. Oh, there she says. Now she's going to, it's 5-0, top of the fourth. Legrand Commission, you guys are welcome. Happy to help. All right. And April Cornwell says, hey, there's her normal hey with 3 flowers. She's running, passing out daisies and kind of like a hippie would do, something like that. All right. So Tim Shea, hey, Legrand Commission. Just clone Patches. We got to figure out a way. I'm telling you, we need his DNA and we need to clone him because he can't breed, unfortunately. But let me just tell you something. If there's a dog that comes over, a female dog, he will definitely try to do like a simulated pregnancy. I mean, he will try to get that dog pregnant, even though he can't. He enjoys that activity. Let me just say that. He does enjoy that. Mr. Lambos, Crypto Talk. What's up, CTN fam? Hey, Mr. Lambos. Hey, Mr. DJ. Play me that song. All right, Legrand Commission. Larry, how can we enter the giveaway for the patches and FTs? Good reminder. This is the only way that you can enter in. You have to do one simple thing. Great question and a great reminder. All you have to do to enter is just download our app on cryptotalknow.net. Just go there and download the app, the CTN app, sign up for it. You just put your email in there. You're already signed up. You get a little profile here. Like here's my profile right here. Profile, you get 50 points just for downloading it. There I am, Larry Crypto. And yeah, so you're going to, I have to flesh out this. I have to put some pictures in here and stuff like that for my, in my bio and everything. But you're going to get your little profile and you can chat with the community. And there's a bunch of stuff on here. We'll get into that a little later. Let me just do this real quick so we can get to Max soon. Let me go ahead and tell you about the live charts. So that is just under live charts. I want to just focus on something cool. So we've changed this a little bit. So it's no longer the top 10. There's actually 730 of them here. And what's really cool, this is not financial advice, of course, but we use a feed here that's basically giving recommendations based on moving averages. So technical analysis, like Bitcoin is saying to buy, for example. Ethereum is saying strong buy. Now, look, BNB, I know somebody that has BNB. I know Marlena has BNB, and I told her to hang on to it because she's down, actually. But look, that's not financial advice, but strong buy, it's saying right now. So XRP, Larry, wake up, strong buy. So let's skip ahead. I want to show you guys something. So, here's the Bitcoin chart, and here's the ISOs, right? XRP, 47 cents, Stellar, 11 cents, XFIN, XDC, 3.35 cents, Algorand, 33.6 cents. Quant is taking a dip. It's still up today, but it's dipped down in the last few days. It's at $167.74.
You're not going to see that dip much longer. I got some news I'm going to share with you guys here in a bit when I get to that segment.
Oh, good.
There was tweets exchanged between Gilbert Verdian and Elon Musk.
Oh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We had to look into that. Yeah. H-bar, 6 cents. I told everybody that Elon would eventually come back and buy Twitter. So I'm glad that he did. All right. IOTA, 25.7 cents. Cardano sitting in respectively, I guess you could say, at 40 cents, ranked number 9. Now, of course, we have the top 50 cryptos. Look at that. Top 50. Who needs, hey, guess what? We don't even need crypto bubbles anymore. We have the crypto blocks. Here's your top 50. There is some red in there. You can see Luna Classic. There it is right there, is down a little bit. And XMR, Uni, here they all are. You guys can see it. XCN is down. Could be an opportunity. Now, here, we're going to get Max's in there too. We haven't had time. We will get it in there. Here's Larry's top 10. This is the ones that I'm going after. And I'm going to buy them. I'm going to start dollar cost averaging in on Halloween because it's a lucky day. Now, XRP, 47 cents. XDC, we talked about the prices. So I'm just going to read you the list. XRP, XDC, right? Quant, Matic, of course, I already have. Now, Shiba Inu, where are you? Luna Classic, ALBT, Doge, XLM, Algo. Now, the ones that I'm really going to target. Now, let me tell you what I already have. I already have Matic. I already have Shiba Inu, where are you? And I have Terra Classic, and I have some Doge, a little bit of Doge. The ones that I'm really going to go after are XRP, XDC, Quant, and this one especially, ALBT, Alliance Block, and XLM, and Algo. So there you go. So I'm going to ignore for now Doge, SHIB, and Luna Classic. That's 3. And also Polygon, that's 4. And I'm going to be purchasing the other 6. I'll just put a little bit into each one of them. And there we go. And Oh, wait, here's the news. Yeah. So Legrand is saying that he's still working on Max's top 10. Okay, perfect. And so
No
that's
problem.
some cool stuff. Awesome. All right. So this stuff, guys, be patient with us. Be patient, guys, because guess what? This stuff is being built every single day. It's getting better and better and better, further enhanced. XXI Gaming. Stratos was 20 cents 7 days ago. Bruh. Stratos. How about that? Laugh out loud. Stratos, 40 cents. Should have added to my bag, man. Jeez. All right. So
There's a lot of them that are like that, XXI. By the way, I didn't have a chance to come. I saw you really early in the morning on Matthew Perry's live stream. I meant to say hello to you. But anyway, as the state is, there's that, Stratos. How about this? We just talked about the other day. Clayton, right? Clay, literally, buy alert of roughly around 14 cents. That one's up to about 25 cents now. And it happened in what? Matter of 2 weeks since that notice went out. Unbelievable.
it is. And, Max is, I was just telling my nephew today, and I said to my nephew, let me tell you something. Max called it. He started talking about Quant when it was around $45. And we had a nice comment, I think yesterday, the day before, someone came in and said that they bought Quant at $100. And thank you, because I heard about it on the Max and Larry show.
I got to give credit to Mike Cornwell originally on that.
Yeah, Mike Cornwell.
He deserves most of the credit. I just broadcast it here, but the guy that delivered that info to us and turned us on to all the ISOs is definitely him. So, but thank you.
And cool. And we should give an honorary mention to Cool Cat Crypto too, because he talked about it a lot as well.
Yeah, that is true. Yes, absolutely.
And another cool thing was Salamander in Space bought a whole bunch of XDC just from listening to the show. So, you guys are bringing us stuff. So you guys bring us the good stuff, and everybody kind of likes it. We talk about it, and then it helps people. That's what we're trying to do. Now, we feel bad if somebody loses money, but remember, it's not financial advice. So we do the best we can without giving you financial advice. So, Max, without further ado, Edward Vincent, get ready. What is the first topic?
Well, the first topic basically is some of these ISOs, obviously. But actually, before we get into that, we always want to recognize, of course, the overall crypto market cap. I'm going to go ahead and do that first. It's been an interesting day. And, it's just like this. Hold on a second. I don't even have that right there. I thought I did. But I saw that the overall crypto market did shoot up back to that 1 trillion mark. And some people feel as though that is really good because it gives you an idea that if we have pullback, then we're going to have blast off. And a lot of times that is the case. Look at what time of the year that we're in. So let's go ahead and take a look at that here in a moment. So here it is. We're straight from CMC. We're back to that $1 trillion market cap, 2% increase within the last day. On the top 100. Of course, we're going to take a look at the 1 hour just real quick. Dogecoin is doing big things. It's the one that's really ahead of the pack, if you will, as far as the mainstream Coke and Pepsi meme coins. And what I mean by that, you're literally looking at the other one, Shiba Inu, which is technically the Pepsi of the two. I'm a bigger fan, of course, of SHIB than Dogecoin, but I'm not into the tribalism. I hold both, as you guys know. But just looking at it, on the 24-hour chart, what is wrong with me? 24-hour chart, maybe I really am secretly from back east. You see Dogecoin sitting at about 16% on the 24-hour, 45% for the week. Shiba Inu, 18% on the week, 12% for the 24-hour chart. Now, in regards to the top 100 in general, here is what's going on. Just like you saw before, Doge and Shiba Inu ahead of the pack. Ape coins up a little bit. Some of the mainstream ones, right? Like part of the top 20, Avalanche is finally starting to do something. But that's just for the, for the last week. And, that's not too bad. We may want to look more further into why that is. Again, we don't talk about it often, but we should. Cosmos. All right, we're going to do a deep dive maybe tomorrow. I don't know, maybe the day after that and so on. We're going to do a deep dive today for Hydra. Look out for the one for Atom, aka Cosmos. I think it is a very overlooked project. Not many people talk about it, and I don't know why. It's a really, really good project, and especially with what they got partnered up and so on, whether it's Kava, you name it. On top of that, ADA. up about 16% on that 7-day chart, about 5% for now. Be on the lookout for Chili's. I said that for months now. Everything that's going to be coming up here within the next few weeks, I think it's going to be massive for Chili's. I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now. Be on the lookout for Chili's doing big things. And if anything, seeing that on the upside, like, guys, if we start getting bullish momentum in general with this market that we're in, and you ready hold Chili's before all that happened, I would say continue to hold on to that. Chili's is about to blast off. I'm very, very confident on that. I don't see why it wouldn't. Again, when it comes to your cryptos, it's all about, like I said before, the crypto trifecta: supply, demand, and what's trending. Right now, there is enough supply and demand for this, and it will start trending. Why? The World Cup is coming up. This will literally be on the international front, the one that really stands out, kind of like when Crypto.com's coin, aka CRO, was standing out, for instance, well into last year with the bull run and so on. Let's face it, we saw that go up to 92 cents, maybe even more. On an international front, I see that same type of thing, maybe even more so with Chili's happening. Now, let's get into my particular watch list just briefly. And I'm going to show you guys a few things here on the 24-hour. Give me a second. So the ones that I saw earlier, again, was Bone from Shiba Swap, 13%, up 28% in that regard. Tectonic, I know a few guys hold that. Doing very well, 12% up, 62% up for the 7-day chart. And that's about it for the listings on CMC. I'm going to kick it into the next topic, which basically is this right here. And a lot of times, we talk about ISOs, but we don't put enough focus necessarily on XLM. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you this. Let me stop my screen for a second before I can show you the actual video. And here it is. So, it's just like what it mentions right here. Stellar XLM will be the global currency. It's like, that's pretty bold, right? Well, why is that? Well, let's take a moment to hear this particular video. It's only about 1 minute, but it's very, very powerful on the message. Here we go.
The one global currency will be XLM, says new conspiracy theory. Freeman says he based his theory on Stellar being part of predictive programming after reading an article in The Economist from 1988. The magazine cover shows a phoenix bird rising from the ashes of a burning American money. At the center of the page, the bronze coin is engraved with the words 10 Phoenix 2018 shines bright. It is the logo of the Phoenix coin, which matches the Stellar logo. I want you to take note of this logo. When the movie Interstellar rolled out, the same logo was on the promotional material for the movie. Freeman says now what a lot of people don't know is that this is the same logo for Stellar or XLM, which is a cryptocurrency. So think about this for a second. In the second movie cover, Interstellar, they have Stellar highlighted. So what do you think they're trying to tell you? The one global currency.
All right. For the record, I am not a conspiracy theory nut job by any case, but I thought this was something to kind of raise your eyebrows and just make you say, that's interesting. As far as the whole thing about, oh, Interstellar, come on, give me a break. I mean, that's just a common thing that, is basically mentioned for astronauts and anything tied in with, space, the moon, you can name it. But I thought it was interesting, and I thought it was something to share with you guys a little bit more in regards to all this. Let me just go ahead and share this again. And that is what you're about to see right here. A little bit more, of course, on, the whole thing with Stellar's XLM. And it's just right here. It says, no way. Elon Musk literally just commented on Brad Garlinghouse's Twitter post. Now, here's the thing I want you guys to have the main takeaway. If you don't get anything else from this show tonight, 2 main takeaways that you should leave with. That is this. Elon Musk replying to Brad Garlinghouse at XRP. Okay. And then the next thing you're going to see is the exchange between Musk and who? Gilbert Verdian. Who is he part of? Quant. What does all this have to do, and how is it all tied in together? This is
Larry
pretty
missed the
awesome.
boat on Quant.
This is pretty awesome stuff. So my thing is this: you already see the price action on the upside for Dogecoin. It has no utility yet. Keyword yet.
It will.
And there's another thing. Yes, absolutely. And there's another thing I've been noticing, and that is the you want to call them encrypted tweets, the subliminal messages, whatever you want to call it. You see Elon Musk the other day, we covered it on the show, and he mentions the whole thing, like what was it about payments, and that was the P for XRP, right? And it's like, wow, he's, and then you see some of this with Brad Garlinghouse. My thing is this: you see in Doge on the upside. Why? Because people feel as though it's just a matter of time that he's going to create some kind of either tipping mechanism or, like he mentioned, a payment method, which is kind of like the same thing, right? That's for Doge. That's going to be huge for Doge. I thank God that I kept some Doge, and I kept a lot of it, right? And I kept holding that, thinking to myself, Elon Musk is going to come out of the woodwork eventually. Now you see it. My other thing is this, all right? He consistently will tweet or say something that has something to do not just with Doge, but again, XRP and Quant. Those three, and he's not really mentioning much anything else. That's amazing. So I do not see Quant being at these price levels for much longer. Like I mentioned before, I see us being priced out of Quant. It's just inevitable.
So you know what's crazy? So even the great Elon Musk is giving me a signal. He's saying, it really should say in parentheses, Larry, just so you know, this means buy. That's what he's saying. It's just not for anybody else. Larry, I'm telling you, XRP and Quant, buy it now, and also throw in Doge. And so this is what I'm taking it as a direct message to myself. Like, Larry, wake up. So that's why I have to, no matter what the price is, I will now start to go against the grain. I will have to FOMO in the form of dollar cost averaging. And I will no longer be stubborn and wait for with my pitchfork to the gates of hell.
Yeah.
When everything is burned to the ground. We won't go into hell, but we'll go right to the gates and we'll just get a great deal. But I can't wait anymore. I can't, because I'm going to get non-FOMO remorse. I don't want that non-FOMO remorse. I have to get in because, everybody's asking me, Salamander Space is asking me if I have XDC. Cool Cat Crypto is asking me if I have any XRP. It's becoming a joke. Brian Dowie thinks I'm going to buy XRP at like 7 cents. So I got to get in. I got to buy it
at 7 cents. I mean, those days are gone.
Yeah, I got to buy it.
Yeah.
It's been long enough.
No, I hear you. So, guys, draw your attention to this. Like it says, no way. Elon Musk literally just commented on Brad Garlinghouse's Twitter post. And, guys, this is pretty recent. This was something that was posted, a couple of months ago. This was really recent, like as of either last night or today. I think it was today. So look at this, right? Here's Brad Garlinghouse's tweet. Says the SEC wants you to think that it cares about disclosure, please. Transparency and clarity. Don't believe them. When the truth eventually comes out, the shamefulness of their behavior will shock you. And of course, there's a reply of this particular person, and I know that, for instance, Mike Cornwell and myself, we follow a particular person that has been, tweeting in regards to the Hinman documents and so on. The former lawyer, I forgot the guy's name. Shame on me for not remembering, but we do follow him. And it states right here, Stuart Alderati. Over 18 months and 6 court orders later, we finally have the Hinman docs, which are, like it says, internal SEC emails and drafts of his infamous 2018 speech. While they remain confidential for now, right, blah, blah, blah. Then out of nowhere, soon after that, no way, right? I mean, just Elon Musk, right? Pretty awesome stuff, because the consistent thing, the consensus here is those three main ones: Quant, XRP, and Doge. You don't see him replying to, no offense to, Vitalik Buterin. He's not replying to Vitalik. I just think it's awesome. Because if anything, it will create what? It will create conversation.
Awareness.
Yeah. Yes, awareness. A lot of people already know about Doge, right? Yeah. They just, I don't know crap. Let's face it. There's people that just don't know crap about crypto. No offense. Yeah. And their attitude is, well, I heard of Bitcoin. They might have heard of Ethereum. And then, of course, they heard of Doge and maybe possibly Shiba Inu. And then that's basically it. Now you're creating that awareness where there's a conversation that's going to be made. XRP, what's that? Quant,
Right.
what's that? That's what we want. There's more of that retail adoption. Yes, I get it that the massive amounts of, of that adoption, if you will, is going to come in the waves of what happens in the financial sector. But at the same time, we do need to create more awareness. There's a little bit more. There's this right here. We're going to watch this particular one. This one's good. It says discernment is key. Take it as you see fit, but nonetheless, be ready and have extra XRP to collect profit and diversify your portfolio. That's what's on my mind, strategy-wise, ISO 222. And this comes to, again, shout out to this particular person at Merlin on a roll. We're going to take a moment to listen to this particular video. Again, it's not too long. I mean, it's just a minute, but it's pretty powerful stuff. And comes from like a particular TikTok video he made, but I wanted to share it with you guys. You may have already seen this, but why not see it again, especially for all those who have not seen it yet. We're gonna go ahead and watch it. Again, it's just about a minute, and we'll be right back.
XRP has just flashed the confirmation to the ADX in 80 days, and I'm going to show you in the chart what that means. So back in March of 2017, we got our buy warning, which is the vertical green line. And then as soon as we got the vertical blue line, which is our buy now, literally like in around like 50, 60 days, we went up a total of like 50x from that point. If you were to get in at the green line, it would have been more. But the blue line is the confirmation for the rocket ship to go. Then you can see the sell now, the vertical yellow line called the top there and called the top there of the 2017 bull market. Now fast.
Max, your audio is not on.
Yeah, my bad. Thank you. And it's just that it's like reflecting upon what we basically seen recently, not just recently, but what was also, you compare this to history. You always got to look at, like when they say when in doubt, zoom out, or in this case, look more into years of the past and compare it to how it's reflecting upon what's going on now to give you indicators of what could soon be happening. I liked how this particular individual basically just did that. He's reflecting upon what has happened, and man, I mean, some pretty amazing stuff. I feel as though is going to happen here soon for XRP. Give me just a second.
Fast forward to where we are now in 2020.
Looks like it was a God candle in there.
Yeah. Hold on. So I think we watched this whole. Yeah, we did. So let me get to the next thing I want to show you real quick. And here we go. Let me just share that screen. Sometimes it's kind of hard going back and forth on the screens, guys. Apologize for that. So we already saw that. So here's this right here. And like it mentions, it says, at the same time, it is clear from our community feedback that there is strong momentum. Let me zoom in more. From ISO 222 rich data. So the revised start date of March, the March 20th, roughly, of 2023 will be definitive. Of course, a few of you guys pointing this out. I think it was Minilex, maybe a few other guys pointing this out about the whole delay. If it ends up being something in which we, have to do our continuous ongoing series where it says, preparing for November and literally ends up being preparing for March, let's face it, it wouldn't be the first time we had delays when it came to crypto. Look at Shiberia, for crying out loud. We were all thinking that we are going to have a game by last August. We were all thinking that Shibarium was going to be launched during that time. It's most likely delayed until the beginning of next year. So like it says right here, financial institutions are therefore encouraged to continue preparation for March start date and consider all potential scenarios in their plan to ensure readiness for the start of ISO 222 coexistence for CBPR plus from that date. And then there's more I'm going to show you guys here in a moment. Give me a second. How about this? Back to, of course, the whole topic of Stellar XLM. It says, getting started on Stellar. Boxy put together a very useful ecosystem map for beginners. And that's the whole thing. A lot of times I realize that we have just that. We have beginners that watch our show, and you may be intimidated by some of these terms like, ecosystem map and so on. So it says, look closely and you might find a known name. I'll blow this up a little bit bigger because I like what I see right here. And, we're always talking about, for instance, wallets. Does this particular project have a wallet? Yeah, Stellar has a bunch of wallets, right? 6. How about the decentralized exchange UIs, right? So you see this, list here: Stellar X, LumaSwap, Stellar Port. But one of the things I want to show you guys is this: whenever you have a project that has great community support, you should have a very eco-friendly project. And on top of that, it encourages the communities to build upon that. When you see this term here, SDK, what does that mean? Software Development Kit. They have these SDKs for JavaScript. I mean, come on, if it wasn't for JavaScript, everything you saw in Web 2, I don't think we would have got to that point. The things you see on a YouTube video, right? That's all, Web 2. And that if it wasn't for JavaScript, again, we wouldn't have that. But anyway, support for Python, all these. I get it, it might not be in the computer stuff, but these are big things. Now, if you draw your attention, for instance, like where it says Stellar USDC on the top middle, big stuff, all right? Binance, Newton, OK, Coin. How about this? The ones that are built on Stellar, right? That's the main thing. Like people talk about Stellar, like, well, what's actually built on the Stellar blockchain? Quite a few things. MoneyGram, Circle. How about this a little bit further down? I briefly talked about before. Yrex. I feel that, again, we'll take a more of a deeper dive into that. They have their own token, and I feel as though that is also a very underrated project for a very low price for a very low market cap. And of course, we need to devote more time to these particular projects to give you guys a better idea of what those all are all about. But again, this is a really big ecosystem. Might not be as huge as, for instance, ADA's, but it's still very, very impressive. And of course, it comes straight from Stellar. A little bit more. I'm going to show you guys this particular one. This one comes from Quant. I'm going to read it real quick before we start the video. So it says, Quant's interoperability solved. Quant provides financial institutions and enterprises with interoperable ecosystems, any app to be deployed on any blockchain, solving the problem of interoperability. Again, the whole main key takeaway when it comes to Quant is just that, the interoperability, the cross-border payments, and how everything is connected to just what? Everything. We're going to take a moment, of course, to show you guys this particular clip. It's not too long, about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Really, really pounds it home. Give me just a moment to pull that up for you, and we're going to share it for you. Everybody can hear it clearly. All right. So do you see this on the screen, Larry? I think you do. Yeah, you do.
Yes.
All right. And here we go, guys. We'll be back in about 2 minutes or so.
Quant provides financial institutions and enterprises with interoperable ecosystems, allowing their existing financial infrastructure to operate with new decentralized networks. Using a single, standard, multi-chain API, Quant allows any app to be deployed on any blockchain, solving the problem of interoperability. Overledger enables interoperability using the world's first blockchain-agnostic API gateway. Businesses that leverage Overledger are connected to multiple distributed ledger networks and can access any public blockchain or private network with a single connection. QNT is an ERC20 token that powers Overledger transactions. The QNT utility token is used to pay gas fees, execute contracts, and run gateways to secure the network. QNT has a maximum supply of 14.6 million tokens. Overledger Integrate is the gateway's core API that allows for the creation of blockchain applications that will run on any chain without requiring a specialist development stack. Applications built using Integrate will automatically scale to be compatible with any DLT or DLN. Overledger Tokenize allows anyone to create and deploy secure digital tokens using a suite of smart contract templates. Once QRC smart contracts use standard specifications and are blockchain agnostic, which allows a single token to be deployed across multiple networks. Overledger enables smart contract capability as a QRC20 standard for commercial stablecoins and payments. QRC20 allows users to create, manage, and limit the supply of tokens. QRC20 tokens are blockchain agnostic and function across multiple distributed ledger technologies. Quant enables the implementation of secure digital currencies, allowing for the issuance of CBDCs, commercial stablecoins, and tokenized money. Quant provides the scale and the flexibility needed for international and commercial implementation of digital currencies. Quant offers tools to help tax authorities, regulatory bodies.
All right, so obviously it gets chopped off right there, but I mean, it's still right to the point. And if anything, you know, it's just that, just having a quick snippet of what it's all about. Some people ask about, you know, these particular things, you know, hey, I heard this is ERC20 token, you know, what the heck is this? But, you know, then they break it down and explain, well, okay, I hear where you're coming from, but here's the whole thing with the QRC20, with the smart contracts and so on. It gives a broader perspective about what Quant is and, you know, what it's trying to solve. And, you know, to have it in a video, I don't know. I just thought it was a little bit more interesting. Wanted to bring that to you guys. A little bit more I want to show you. Give me just a second. And that is some of this other stuff in regards to, for instance, like ISO 222. I mean, yeah, it's in the likes of Quant. But here it is. So this guy, you know, he states, this is MacMan. You know, he states, I am bullish on Quant. Well, it's good, because who isn't right now? UK lawmakers agreed on the new rules for stablecoins on October 27th, as the government promises to consult on crypto regulations soon. Hashtag, of course, CBDC. It says right here, I'll blow this up. This gives it a unique position that can be leveraged in the design of central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. Now look at this, which is highlighted. Massive. Quant has a near monopoly in the government, or the quote, government cryptocurrency space, and its multiple blockchain enterprise is sought after by CBDC creators. Now, let me just take a moment, okay? Yes, Larry even mentioned to me, Max, you need to stop being so humble. Okay, maybe I should stop.
Yeah, stop being so humble.
Okay.
Yeah, you know that song. Let me just say this. That reminds me. You know where he says, "Sit down, be humble."
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar.
Sit down, be humble. But no, don't do that. Shout it from the mountaintops. Tell everybody how wonderful you were about certain things. Please.
All right. Well, okay. I guess I will give myself a pat on the back, because I did call this a while back. I felt as though that Quant was going to be, or is currently, what? A monopoly. Now you're literally seeing it right here. Quant, I'll read it again, has a near monopoly in government cryptocurrency space, and its multiple blockchain expertise is sought after CBDC creators. Why did I state that before? Because I recognize things from the past, whether it's cryptocurrency or it was, for instance, like what we saw literally with personal computers. I relate Quant to Microsoft because, again, I feel as though it is like the Microsoft of crypto. Why do I feel that way? Because it basically is. When you get the whole statement of, you know, has a near monopoly in government cryptocurrency space and its multiple blockchain expertise is sought after, I mean, it's pretty amazing. If you think about Quant, like, for instance, it's the premier operating system for blockchain. There isn't really, that I know of, any real competitors to that. I'm not saying that there can't be. All right, let's face it. There might be some other one that'll come out with just as good technology and so on, but they won't be just that. It won't be exactly like how Quant is. So when I saw that Quant has this mechanism, if you will, or, you know, this technology, I should say, that separates itself from the pack, I said to myself, that is truly a monopoly. when you see all these other meme coin projects and whatnot out there, I know a lot of you guys feel like, oh God, here goes Max with being anti-meme coin. I'm not necessarily anti-meme coin. I'm just not going to really get into many of those. But let's face it, the common trend when it comes to that is this meme coin has this, or this meme coin promises that. And there's not any real originality. There's nothing really too unique about it. It's basically like, well, let's get this thing to pump, and then let's get this thing to, pump and dump. This, on the other hand, with Quant, it's just so original. And like you saw, where it says the interoperability from a guy that has over 20 years experience in IT, that is basically blockchain language for compatibility. My thing is, this is literally going to be compatible with all these other APIs. It's going to allow this, just like it mentions, to connect to this blockchain and that one and this, even the legacy systems. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, we're getting more into this. Continue reading. It says this AI tool is threatening human creativity, and the art world is concerned. CBDCs are being rolled out across the world, and news about central bank digital currencies such as China's digital yuan and the UK's development of a digital pound sterling or Bitcoin have generated both alarm and excitement. Yes, it creates an alarm from the CBDC side. We get that. Like I stated before, on yesterday's show and many times, I am not a fan of CBDCs, but I am a fan of trying to get wealthy, just like anybody else here that got into cryptocurrency for these particular reasons. CBDCs are here whether we like it or not. The thing is, getting invested, I guess you could say. I'm not giving you an investment advice, but the way I personally look at it is getting behind the ones in which the technology is tied into something amazing that's going to be more safe, more secure, and faster than the old system. Hence, Swift. All right, a little bit more, because we got some more good stuff for it. All right, so there's this, and again, this is another video, but this one's pretty good. And again, it's still about Quant. So it states.
Oh, there's Pomp there. Yeah. I know. Yeah.
So it states right here, Quant will be the fuel driving interoperability. You're going to hear that. Get used to it. It just, when you hear Quant, immediately you're going to hear interoperability. It's like their slogan. Literally, you could have a billboard that says Quant interoperability. Anyway, across the whole crypto space. So we have no choice but to work together. The point is for everything to be connected, which is the beauty of Quant. Although I reserve the right to take the blankety blank out of meme coins. See, another person that's not a fan. I ought to meet this guy, right? We should have Midas Digital. If you're watching, come join us on the show. Maybe you and I can, talk more about some of these things. But anyway, so this comes from Coinbase. The original tweet says, I want the whole industry to collaborate more. Brian Armstrong will discuss crypto tribalism and collaboration in this episode of Around the Block. Now, this is only 30 seconds, but I'm just going to give you guys a quick snippet because, it pounds home some of what we were talking about earlier. I got, of course, keep going back and forth with the whole switching of the audio, but, that's the only way you guys can really hear it. Here we go. This is just 30 seconds, not too long.
I want the whole industry to kind of collaborate more. Like the divisiveness, the tribalism in crypto is one thing that kind of bugs me. I think it probably bugs you too. And the enemy is not other crypto people. Like we're all pretty much on the same team here. The goal is like, how do we 100x the size of the pie? I'm pro Lightning Network, like all this stuff. But I'm also like supportive of everybody in crypto who's basically trying to create decentralized cryptocurrencies that increase economic freedom in the world.
Yeah, it's just that. I mean, it's real quick. I mean, a lot of you guys already know this, but I think, it needs to be said. And that is, unfortunately, there is crypto tribalism. Why? I do not know. I think people want to try to make things out of like as a fraternity or, make it where it's like this team versus the other. It's not even about that. But anyway, let me get to the next one. And this one again is Gilbert Verdian, the CEO of Quant. Let me just go ahead and refresh this. So this one says, hold on a second. This one says, New video has emerged of Quant CEO Gilbert Verdian revealing interest from Swift in joining SATP. Now, yesterday on the show, we covered one of his colleagues that was basically also being interviewed by another individual. I forgot the person's name. I apologize. But he stated basically that, hey, saw that you as in Quant, you guys were over at Cybos. Either you guys are having behind the scenes conversations, or wherever the case be, maybe they're just mingling over at Cybos. But wherever the case is, conversations happen. That is really, really good, especially for Quant. Now you are seeing straight from the horse's mouth, the head honcho, right? Gilbert, just basically pounding it home even more, confirming what we just found out the other day. So, it says CEO Gilbert Verdian revealing interest from Swift in joining SATP. SATP, formerly ODAP, is an open source protocol founded by MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and Quant, working with the IETF to globally standardize API gateways for digital asset transfers. Are you not excited yet? I am. Let me go ahead and zoom in on this, and we'll just watch it. It's only about 11 seconds, so here we go.
We've been meeting a lot of the banks and institutions. So one of the ones that was interested was Swift. If we like to discuss new people joining as one of the items. We've been meeting.
Just a quick statement, right? Right to the point, 11 seconds, but the whole thing, hearing, his colleagues say it, hearing him say it, whether we have this delay or not, when it comes to the whole ISO 222 thing, that's another story. But it's one thing to, hear everything from XRP's perspective and how that's tied into Swift and whatnot. Now to hear it from Quant, man. This just is not even, as the saying goes, the tip of the iceberg. I mean, there's so much more. So, I wanted to, of course, share that with you guys. Thought that was pretty powerful.
Let me just say this about him. I know it was only 11 seconds, but you can tell he's smart. The CEO of Quant, Gilbert. I mean, with a name like Gilbert, how could you not be smart? I mean, seriously, that's a smart sounding name, Gilbert. I mean, it's like a nerdy type of name, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, no, that's all right. And then, of course, here's this one. We talked about it earlier. Guys, this is awesome. So it says, are you aware of an Elon and Gilbert working relationship, right? Elon Musk and Gilbert Verdian of Quant. Awesomeness starts with Quant. Look at this. I'm going to see if I can blow it up. So this is literally Gilbert replying to Elon Musk. It says, Elon, we are 20 plus years security veterans and built on an OS operating system called Overledger, right? So if you're wondering, of course, what Quant's operating system was called, it's called Overledger. That connects, just kind of like, for instance, Windows operating system, or Microsoft's operating system is called what? Windows, right? Real simple stuff. So anyway, again, I'll read it again. Elon, we are 20 plus years security veterans and built on OS called Overledger that connects 7 blockchains with just 3 lines of code. My God. You guys have already seen how Elon Musk has attitude. I'm a no nonsense, no BS type of guy. I don't have time to, cut through, have a bunch of red tape in front of me. He cuts through the red tape. Look at he just fired like some of his top, software code type people that were software engineers. You even saw the pictures earlier today, right? So 3 lines of code, that's very appealing to the likes of somebody like Elon Musk. So it also states, benefit from all DLTs incorporated, I guess, on Ethereum. Teslas can also talk to any other car or device on different blockchains and, of course, legacy. Then look at this. Overledger.com. Then he highlights it. Let's chat. That's just like, wow. I think it's pretty amazing stuff. This, see that. Again, I realize that's, old, but you see Musk mentioning him. He's mentioning Musk. You see the transparency, the back and forth with Brad Garlinghouse. you see what's going on with Dogecoin. I mean, I think you're going to continue to see it is the point. And I think it's a big win for crypto, and we're not even in a bull market yet. I just think that these are the biggest stories as far as, big name people. Let's face it, Elon Musk is probably the biggest name in crypto, even though he doesn't own like a blockchain. He's not, he's not Vitalik and so on. A little bit more. Give me just a moment. Actually, that is it for what we're covering with the ISOs. We're going to kick it back to the comments just briefly. And then after that, we're going to do a deep dive into Hydra, because I promised you guys I would. And if anything, I think you'll be impressed with what you see from Hydra. You may already be aware of what Hydra is all about. No, it's not a meme coin or anything like that. It's got solid utility. And one of the most appealing things about it is the staking. So with that said, that is it for the top ISO coverage. Back to you, Larry.
All right. Thank you. Look, I'm actually here. And Patches is in a peculiar position. He's such a beautiful dog. And Tim Shea says, Larry, ALBT is down 5% today. A good time to dollar cost average. Who wants to win a Patches NFT? Be sure to download the CTN app on cryptotalknow.net. We keep spending most of our lives living in a crypto paradise, of course. Selmo Fudd, you want a slice? You got to roll the dice, baby. I throw the baby in there. Big facts. XXI Gaming, Selmo Fudd, XXI Gaming. I missed out on Bitcoin in 2010. I had 10K, 10 big ones to invest, and I learned my lesson. Cool Cat Crypto, get that BSV, baby. Meow. Don't miss out on Bitcoin again. The real Bitcoin, BSV, of course. And look, I'm wearing a BSV hat. I agree with Cool Cat. The Jin.
I do agree too.
Max and Larry, I love all the info you give out.
Thanks, Jen. Good to see you, man. Really, I mean that. I asked Larry, of course, many times in the past. Again, this is a few months ago before you came back. You mentioned the whole thing about your last oil rig assignment, but always good to see you, sir, and hope that you get to enjoy your time back until you have to go back again.
XXI Gaming, loving the show.
Thanks, XXI.
Cool Cat Crypto, it's a tie game. We've got a ball game, 5-5. The Jin, I'm making a badass red salsa for some ribeye steaks.
Awesome, man. I love ribeye. That's my number one steak. Number two is T-bone.
And if you guys don't feel like going to YouTube anymore, you can watch the show live. And also, of course, download the app, cryptotalknow.net. There is the link for you guys. Jin's got some steak. Cool Cat's got the chopsticks and the forks and knives ready to eat that steak. He's all on it. April Cornwell, Ape Dog, says, margaritas tonight. Thank you, Mike. And
yeah, I saw the tweet. Yep, that was good. It was, I believe you had like a red margarita. It was a strawberry, something like that, or a strawberry wine mix or something. Looks pretty good.
April Cornwell, and she's also making, or they're having chicken and dumplings. How lucky am I? Luck be a lady tonight. All right, so they're lucky over in the Cornwell house. Cool Cat Crypto, meow. The Jin, margaritas. It's show up. It's going to be a long night at the Michael and April Cornwell's house. They got margaritas flowing, and the Jin is having some good food.
Hey, why not? You know what? They probably worked all week and they need a break,
I have burned my lashes. She burned her lashes before. It wasn't pretty. Someone said earlier, here it is. Don't burn your lashes. All right. So the Jin, I bet what is now? One brow. They got to see. We have the ball game going on. It's tie score. The Jin, I'm on my fourth play now. It's looking the same when I left home. XXI Gaming, I agree with you, Max. Welcome back. Jeff Pruden says, what's up, beautiful people? Hey, Tim, hit the like button. Thank you for that, XXI Gaming. Hey, here's somebody. CTN Development Team, Z, a.k.a. Jeff Pruden. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, or I'll send ninjas to your house to do it for you. Okay.
Well, hello, Jeff. Thank you for that.
Salamander. Sorry about that. Salamander in Space, the XDC Commander to be exact. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Lionel Richie. Hello. There you go. Howdy. Boomer effing Sooner says howdy because he's standing next to a man's truck, which is a Ram truck, a big one. How about that?
Boomer
Hey, Boomer.
effing Sooner.
And we are now up to date with the chats. Guys, if you would, or the comments, if you would drop more comments, we'd appreciate it to keep this show flowing.
And let's try to get some more likes, guys, too. That would help out a lot, too. You know, we're going to get some more recorded content out. I know I didn't get one out today. I had a lot of interruptions, today. But, yeah, we're going to try to keep that going because we want the channel to be recommended and so on. But we appreciate everybody who is here tonight. I'm going to kick things in unless you got something else you want to share, Larry.
Let's just do a quick programming update. So we're working on a bunch of stuff, but one of the things you're working on with Edward Vincent is the 24-hour live charts. We had some technical issues with the audio. Would you just give everyone a 20, 30-second commercial and tell them what they can expect in the next few days, what you're working on with Edward?
Yes. So basically it's a, 24/7 live chart of various different cryptos. So for instance, we're going to have an ISO section, the triple X's, Xrp, XDC, Xlm. Then we'll have the likes of Quant, maybe some of these other ones, depending on the demand for it. Luna Classic, maybe even one for USDT, right? Or can you say that right? USTC. I'm sorry. Why would you want one for that? Hey guys, look at the live chart on a stable coin. Here it goes. Here goes to dollar. Here goes 99 cents. Now it's 98 cents. Oh my God. Now back up to dollar. No. USTC. My bad. I kind of misspoke on that one. So ones like that, and then the goal is to have quite a few, and then basically just try to get more eyeballs here. If anything, we basically, I think it was LeGrand, he looked more into, and also Mike Cornwell, I should say, look more into like some of these and how well they do and so on. And if anything, it just would be another thing that we can offer the community and also help us out as well. Because those guys that do those charts and so on and develop communities from that, I mean, it's kind of like revenue in your sleep to a sense. I mean, it's a good thing, and people do use it quite a bit. I mean, Mike was saying like he'll fall asleep to a chart, wake up in the middle of the night or in the morning, or has the TV on, comes back after a hard day's worth of work, and boom, it's still on the TV. And so it's a good resource. And of course, we get it. It's not like we're trying to like recreate the wheel or anything, but we are trying to build upon the success of like a working formula, if you will. So we're trying to get that going on. My main thing was there's some issues with the software that we have, so we're trying a different software, which is OBS. But I think I figured out a way to do the whole, fix the whole audio thing. I do need to get with Edward and just see what he thinks about it. And just it's just kind of like setting up time to get that done, but it will get done. It's not something I'm trying to just keep punting, because if anything, it is going to benefit all of us, and why not? So I do see 24 people here. Thank you so much for connecting. I'm going to kick it back to Larry.
So I have an update for you guys too, of what we're working on. So we're trying to, we're going to be our one-stop shop for all you guys on our website, right? And we're bringing all the content creators together. So I'm like, 3 for 3. I haven't barely even reached out to anybody because I've been so busy working on a bunch of planning, business plan, marketing plan. And let me just tell you, make a quick announcement. So Wednesday, Maria Anderson, of course, you know her. She's part of our network, is coming back on Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a special Crypto Talk Now live with not Max, with Maria and Larry. I almost said Max, at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So stay tuned for that. And just to announce that Max doesn't even know, special guest Chaka Crypto and also Wadi, the Crypto Hunter, are coming both on Tuesday to join the Max and Larry show as special guests. We're going to start bringing in more content creators on the show. They're going to download the apps and they're going to be featured right on our website so that, they don't have to worry about YouTube or anything like that. And they'll be able to get some more views. And so anybody that wants to be part of our website, if you have an NFT collection, if you're a YouTube creator, if you write articles, whatever it is that you have related to crypto, maybe you have a podcast, you're listening to the show, Contact us, of course. I'm going to put it up right there right now because I don't have it. Contact us on Twitter, Crypto Talk Now 21 or DPG Maximus, and let us know that you want to be part of our app because this is a community-based app. It's a one-stop shop for all things crypto, news, and entertainment right on that app, CTN app. Download it today, cryptotalknow.net. See that? We sponsored our own show. So there you go. Now let me read a little bit of comments and we'll get into the next segment with Max. Here's somebody new, Telepresence Lead. How about that? Telepresence Lead, capital T. Hi, what do you guys think about the G Hero coin? I have not heard of it, but if you could tell us more about it, we'd sure like to look into it and appreciate you being here.
Yeah, I haven't seen it before. I do see that there is a pairing with looks like Wrap BNB, but I don't know much about, or I should say not much about. I don't know about it. Period. So,
Mr. Yeah. No Face, welcome back. And Michael Cornwell has a link to a YouTube video or something. I'm not sure what that is, but he has a link there. Hey, No Face. All right, XXI Gaming. What are your guys' thoughts on crypto for new people? It's so many coins in the market. A lot of them are doing the same thing, and the ones are just copying the top coins and uses and hype and pump them up. Yeah, they do. I'll tell you real quick. My thoughts is that they need to go away. There's 21,000 coins, tokens, all above. A lot of NFT projects. They need to just go off and just naturally die of natural causes. I'm talking about the coins and tokens, not the people. They just need to go away because there's too much. And we're trying to filter through all the minutia and give you what we think are solid investments. It's not financial advice, but it's just stuff that Max and I are personally invested in, or in Larry's case, late to the XRP party and everything else. I'm planning on investing in it because I believe in it over the last 2-3 months. So there's just too much. My advice to you is for new people is to watch the Max and Larry show because we will sift through all the garbage and try to bring you things that are quality. Max, your thoughts on that?
I think Larry hit the nail on the head as far as, sift through the garbage. And there's a lot of garbage out there. And you may be thinking, well, if there's a lot of garbage out there, why do they list all this? Well, that's the way it is sometimes. It's like, for instance, CoinGecko, CMC, they are listing, the cryptos. That's information to the public. My thing is this, to go back to your original question and to answer that particular question. If it was me, I was a brand new investor, I would say to myself, I need to have a conversation with myself and my family about how I want to go about these particular investments. And what I mean by that is this. There is so many different categories of investors when it comes to what you're getting into. There is a new investor who just wants to get into it because, let's face it, they want to be invested in some of these for the long-term hold, and that is it. They're only concerned about is because they realize that, 401k plan is not going to be their only answer. They need to have something that is going to be a good nest egg for the future. And then there's also people in which, I just want to make a few extra dollars on the side. Or there's also people, it's a combination of both. But whatever the case be, realize what you have set aside. Let's say, for instance, I'm just going to throw out a number. Let's say it's like 10 grand, right? Are you really going to throw the whole 10 grand at a few various projects? Let's just say like a handful. And if so, are those truly going to be just long-term? Or are you going to say to yourself, I'm going to do half for the long-term, and then I'm going to do maybe 25% for the short-term, like monthly swing trades or something like that? Because you know what? In this market, especially what's happened for 2022, that might not be a bad idea because of certain ones. Here's a few good examples. Clayton, again, 2 weeks ago, 14-cent mark. That is now at like 25 cents. If you would have got in during that point, that would have been nice, right? There's other ones we mentioned before, like in the past with Chili's. Heck, there's even Ethereum Classic and whatnot. But the point is, you have to have these types of conversations. And I know it's like, well, I don't know squat about crypto. How do I have these types of conversations? Right back to what Larry was talking about. Watch your show. We will show you some of the differences. But the main key takeaway should be this. don't ever try to invest in, for instance, just a typical garbage meme token. A lot of times you are going to get burned. You could get lucky on that, but if anything, I think it should be more. You should be more of an experienced investor in crypto before you just jump in and throw your money away at some of these. Yeah, could you recover it? Absolutely, you could recover it. But at the same time, we don't want to see anybody get burned on anything. And there's a lot of projects out there that definitely will do just that. They will burn you and they will burn you and not even think twice about doing it because they cannot identify your face. They don't know who you are. And they could care less. And it's pretty messed up. And I know it's messed up. And you might think, I'll never get into crypto again because of those reasons. I just state to you this: it is part of the crypto journey. I've been burned a couple of times, not massive where it was like thousands and thousands of dollars, but I can name a couple projects where I got burned. I got burned for about $600 on Galaxy Snake, and then I also got burned on Suzuki Inu. So it is part of the whole crypto journey. So I know it's a long explanation, but it's an explanation that needs to happen. And if anything, if this happened to be the place that you first came to watch and learn, I'm glad that you did that. We have a very educated audience that has been into crypto for a very, very long time. And they can also give you some pointers to help you in this crypto journey. But if anything, I'd like to welcome you, whoever you are, even if you can't comment at this time or you're driving down the street, wherever the case be. Thank you for joining us here at CTN.
Thank you so much, Mr. No Face. Exciting watching these gaming tokens false start every time the market twitches. Excited, but Quant and XRP taking up my investment funds. Smash the like button, people. What have I missed, Mr. No Face? Thank you, Mr. No Face. Some good Quant info is what you missed. You can go back and watch it on the record, of course. What's new with Quant? Max had some good stuff in the beginning of the show. CTN Dev Team Z. I just put my $100 for the week into Quant while we were talking about it. How about that?
Yeah, I'm looking to get a little bit more Quant in the next couple days.
How about that, Cowboy Calvin? He's back. In your opinion, which traditional financial institution is best positioned to adopt and accept crypto in the future? You want to go first, Max?
Which traditional financial institution? Well, are you talking about locally, like here in the United States? Or are you talking, because I mean, there's a big difference, right? So, yeah. Again, that's not going to happen here just yet. So that's put on hold. But if you're looking at it from, again, the central bank's perspective, it's just that central banks of the world. So I think those particular ones, especially like maybe big reserve, maybe you don't feel like that's being too traditional. My thing is this: I think it is, especially if it's like the big reserve banks of the world, for instance, in Europe, Southeast Asia, and whatnot. In my opinion, which traditional financial institution is best positioned to adopt and accept crypto in the future? It's just those, for instance. That's the first wave, if you will. It's not like we mentioned before, the retail investors. It does start with them, in my opinion, because that's how we achieve the high market cap that we really need to get to. All the focus on, there's no way we're going to get these market caps. Yeah, you don't think so? Look at what happened basically even just 6 or 7 years ago before the halving of Bitcoin. And look at the market cap with that. Yeah, we had a lot less projects, but I'm just saying, look at the history behind a lot of different cryptos. Look at the history about what has happened on a broader scale with Bitcoin and Ethereum. 81% of the overall crypto market cap still belongs to that. But when we get into this whole thing with ISO 222 and solve the whole thing with crypto adoption by the masses with the central banks and everything with the ISOs, then that market cap just goes crazy. And then then those particular ones will no longer be 81% of that ratio. I don't even know what the ratio would be. It would be some crazy figure. But that's how we get insane market cap for the overall crypto market.
So I think at some point too, it's hard to say which one is positioned in there, but you're going to see the likes of BOA So Bank of America and places like Wells Fargo, those two big mega banks in the US based ones, once regulation comes in and they open the floodgates up by allowing them to issue stable coins, I think that at that point you're going to see the mass adoption come in. And then, the retail investor, grandma that goes to the bank that has, $80,000 in her CD will be talked into taking some of that money and putting it into a stable coin. Of course, it probably won't pay as good a rates as we got now for stable coins. But I think that, it's already happening. All these big banks are positioning themselves and they're just waiting for the regulatory bodies to weigh in, like the president, the administration, wherever it's going to be at the time. And then also like the SEC, once they give these banks the green light and there's regulatory clarity, which I still say could happen, maybe like in January next year, that could lead to the bull run. So all of them are lining up. I don't know which one is best poised. I will say this, that Credit Suisse overseas and everything, I forget where they're based. I wonder if they're based in Sweden. I forget where it is, but anyway, they're a big, huge juggernaut.
That's Switzerland, but yeah.
Switzerland. Okay. So they're a big juggernaut, but they just laid off 9,000 people. So it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, that's not always a bad thing to lay off people because it, increases. The main goal of any company is to increase shareholder wealth. So when you see things like, they're laying off people, like I met someone the other day and she used to work for Gemini. She's a software engineer. Her name is Maria. And she works as a software engineer for Gemini, only worked for them for 5 months, got laid off. Now, does that mean that Gemini is going out of business? No, it means that Gemini is tightening their financial belt. And, they have to do this to preserve shareholder wealth, to help the company, the health of the financial company. So they're all positioning really to adopt crypto. It's coming. I mean, and Michael Cornwell says it further down, the ISOs are going to kind of lead the way for that. So
they are, yeah, from the finance perspective. So, I mean, I actually like your answer a lot better than mine because, I mean, again, if we're talking about the United States, that's how it's basically done with what Larry what he mentioned. And then from there, I think it's also back to what Mike Cornwell said like a couple months ago, and that is, eventually we'll get to the point from a retail perspective, right, where we'll literally go swipe our debit cards and it's tied into crypto without even thinking about it. And how does that happen? I think what first has to happen is what is in line right now with the central banks from the finance perspective to achieve these massive trillions of market cap. And then from there, we get to this because you have to have some sort of stability. And let's face it, right now, crypto is an extremely volatile, type of thing going on. Now, I get that. In order to not be as volatile, we have to have the technology that's going to drive the agendas, if you will, of some of these, the problem with these central banks. But once that happens and we have the adoption from that point of view for finance, then it's just everything will be aligned. You think about it, right? Like it starts with that first step. ISO 222 is literally that first step.
And I just fact checked it real quick, and Max was correct. Credit Suisse, for those of you keeping score at home, is headquartered in Switzerland. How about that? So
Credit Suisse, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Zurich, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Michael Cornwell, ISO 222 coins are #1 for finance. The gin. Fellas, I have to let you go. I'm at the critical part of my cooking. The gin always makes me hungry.
No problem, man.
You all. Stay safe this weekend.
Yeah, don't want to burn your food. You want it to taste good. So, yeah.
Sorry, Patches. We're going to have some ground beef later. I'm going to make ground beef and peppers because it's me and Patches, and we're going to share it. So he's going to be happy. But he gets more happy when he has leftover steak. Selmo Fudd, going to get my grandkids a crypto wallet. The hell with the bank's account. That's it. You don't need a bank account.
Yeah, absolutely. And was it like iTrust Capital has that that Roth crypto Roth IRA. So I mean, it's like forget the traditional IRA, do something like that. I mean, I gotta of course look more into it, but I mean that sounds pretty original. And I like the idea behind it.
Michael Cormo says my XRP live stream is here. There's the link.
Yeah, so you posted on the team chat. That was awesome.
Does he have his own stream? Is that what it is, Michael Cormo?
Yeah.
Oh, is it on? He has his own YouTube channel, huh?
Like he says for testing, but he's gonna change it for, he doesn't want his name on there or whatever. So.
Oh, okay, all right. Here's the question. I'm going to answer this one. Mr. No Face, 1 Bitcoin, 5 Ethereum, 10 Quant, 100 XRP, or 1,000 XDC. I'm going to answer this like a wise ass. I'm going to tell you what it is. I'll take the 1 Bitcoin because it's worth more, and I'll take that, and guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell all of it, and then I'm going to buy everything else you said. I'm going to take the 20,000 bucks, I'm going to liquidate it, and I'm going to swap it and get 5 Ethereum, 10 Quant, 100 XRP, 1,000 XDC. I'll have money left over, and then I'll just dollar cost average into all those that you mentioned. Well, I'll buy more ISOs and ALBT and all that. Oh, Patch's ears are moving.
So
yeah,
those figures,
get rid of the Bitcoin.
Those figures on Quant and XRP, technically, it's about the same. Because if you think about 10 Quant, right?
Yep.
So it goes up to over 100,000, then that's going to be like equal to $1 million. 100 XRP, a lot of people feel as though the XRP is going up to 10,000 XRP. I mean, $10,000 in XRP in the future. So 10,000 XRP at 100 is also $1 million. So it's kind of like, I don't know, like,
well, what
it's kind of like my hands are tied on that one, you know?
Okay, so where would you put the? Okay, so let's rephrase this question. I got 20,000 bucks. Am I buying 1 Bitcoin, 5 Ethereum, 10 Quant, 100 XRP? Like, where would you put the 20 grand? I could only buy 1. Where would you put the 20 grand?
Well, then if that's the case, I would go with XRP because you're going to get the most. Well, I mean, I understand XDC. I'm still going to go with XRP because from the same perspective, you're looking at like what could technically blast off more. I'm still going to go with XRP first. I get it. The XDC will be doing its thing, you know, and you could probably get a lot more XDC because of the price of that compared to XRP. But I'm also looking at from a supply and demand perspective and what's also trending. Let's face it, I see XRP being the crypto trifecta a little bit more over XDC on the short term. Don't think that, oh no, Max is flooding my bag XDC. No, I'm not. To also get back to the original question where I'm kind of tied between 10 Quant and 100 XRP. And I'm like, well, if both, you know, if XRP gets to 10,000 XRP, that's $1 million. 10 Quant, that's like, you know, like $1 million if it's, you know, goes up to over 100,000. But I think Quant would have the edge on that. And here's why. From a circulating supply point of view, I think that would create even that much more demand. And if anything, you could see that even do crazy things on the upside. And then all at the same time, also, when it took a dip, it'd be taking a dump. You know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know. I'm kind of tied on the holdings. But again, for $20,000 to put into just one, I'm going with XRP.
All right, so here's my answer for the 20,000. So someone gives us 20,000, like I don't know, somebody from the community says, "Look, Larry, I'm giving you 20,000 bucks. You can only buy 1. So of the ones there, the choices are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Quant, XRP, and XDC." Now, normally it's people that know me would say, "Well, Larry, you're going to buy XDC because of the market cap," and then you might say, "Well, you're going to buy XRP because of how valuable."
I don't know why you had to buy 1 anyway.
Well, just because it's fun. So I'm only going to buy this. I'm going to buy Quant. And the reason why I put the 20,000, all of it into Quant is because of the value of its software, so to speak. So it's like, you know, like you said, like Max says, the crypto professor says this. It is the Microsoft of Quant. Can we just get a shirt that says that?
Crypto,
sorry, the Microsoft of crypto. Sorry. Yeah. The Microsoft of crypto, I botched it. So because of its value, because of its importance from a software perspective, I'm going all in on Quant in that case. If it was 20,000 now, but the best thing to do would be to spread it out amongst them all, right? But I wouldn't buy Bitcoin. Yeah. I wouldn't even do it. I'm telling you, buy not even $1 of it.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, some people say, Max, I remember a few months ago, you were all saying that, you know, ETH is eventually going to, you know, make Bitcoin an altcoin. Yeah, I did originally say that. But my thing is a lot of things changed from then. And that is, you know, this whole thing of going to proof of stake from proof of work hasn't exactly like gone as planned. And so my thing is this, I would stay away from Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then if I don't have to pick one, yeah, I'm going to be extremely bullish on all 3 of those and I'm going to commit to them. I haven't hit my goal of 10 Quant yet. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there soon, probably get there before the end of the year. I already hit my goals on XRP. I am not at my goals at XDC. I only have a little over 10,000 XDC. I would like to have at least 50,000 XDC. But a lot of you guys have a lot more than that, and more power to you. It's just you got to be comfortable with what you got to be comfortable with. So.
All right, here we go. We're going to check this out. This is important here. Crypto Talk Now VR, Edward Vincent. Larry, great news. CTN VR has been able to get its charts pumping. How about that? And we are doing Big Daddy, Bitcoin, 24/7. Max, I've learned a tremendous amount with you so far. Eager to knock it out. Go to CTN VR, please. All right, let's check it out. Stop screen, present, share
Thanks,
screen.
Edward. Good to see you're doing some good work, my friend.
Let's see what's going on. So we're going to click on YouTube here. We're going to head over to Crypto Talk Now VR. And
I do see we have a super chat alert. We'll get to it in just a moment.
Here it is. All right. So yeah, let's go to the super chat because I want to change the screen anyway.
You want me to highlight it that we know where's the spot? Okay.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, wow. So Salamander in Space said he would buy. Oh, he'd buy XRP. Now I thought he was going to say XDC.
So I think he's with me on that one. Yeah, we see kind of eye to eye maybe on that one. So
he'd buy the $20,000 in XRP.
Yeah. I think he's realizing it from that that perspective as well. So thank you for that, Salamander, and also thank you for the $3 super chat. Today wasn't exactly a big day for super chats, and that's okay. We got a lot of work to do here at CTN, and we have a great team to do it. And I'm of course glad to be able to try to bring what I can from my own side of things, like more of the recording and whatnot. I think that plays a big factor, and I think I've proven that. When we did have consistent recordings, like we got back into like having 40 plus people watching the show. Larry did that one thing where he had a whole bunch of, I don't know if it was like recorded clips and broadcasts, and we saw like, I don't know, it was like 165 people here or something. So I think it's just that, like, we really got to feed the living heck out of that YouTube algorithm. It's literally like, it's like Rosie O'Donnell at a smorgasbord. Like, it needs to be fed 24/7.
I don't like Rosie O'Donnell, but yeah. All right, here it is. You can go to Crypto Talk Now VR, right? And I'm going to blow this up. I'm going to play it. And congratulations, Edward. I think you figured it out. Let's hear the sound on this chart. This is Bitcoin live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You hear it, Max?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Win Lambo.
Yeah.
Win Lambo.
It kind of has a Halloween theme to it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's people in there. Let's see. Hey, everyone.
Yeah.
So they're watching in there. Oh, look at that. Brittany's in there, and Tim Shea's in there, and Edward, of course. Rafael Santos is in there. Everyone's there. Okay, cool. So we've got it. All right, good job, Edward. Let's bring it back over here, and let's clean up the comments a little bit because we got to get through them. Not clean them up, but you guys know what I mean. Let's just kind of go through them, but I lost my spot. Sorry, guys. All right. Yeah. Legrand Commission says thumbs up to that. Plug the network. Plug it. Plug the site. Plug the app. Mike Cornwell, make more lips. What? XXI Gaming. That's why I rock out with you guys, because I see the value in the words you guys use. You guys really care about the people that's not making a lot of money like me. Thank you. All right, cool. Wait a minute. There's a super chat.
Thanks, XXI. I always appreciate you, man. Really, I mean that. Thank you. Appreciate that.
April Cornwell, a.k.a. I almost lost it. Ape Dog. You guys rock. We do rock. And guess what? We have gratitude rocks to prove it. And I'm not living under my gratitude rock. Someone said that the other day. You guys rock. And this channel is the best one on YouTube, our nightly show. This is your show.
Thank you so much, April. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. And you rock as well. You, your husband, the Cornwell clan doing things big. And we're a very thankful community. I think that's the main thing here, especially like with what XXI was talking about earlier. It's all about community. I mean, you know, if we really believe in our cryptos, it's not just like hopium or anything. Like, come on, guys, give yourself a pat on the back. You have researched quite a few of these things without even Larry or myself here, right? You know the utility. Yeah.
Do you see what happens when you know, when they drink margaritas, the truth comes out. It's a truth, you know, that's what's going on. And so the truth is coming out because she's had a couple of delicious margaritas.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that though. But what I'm saying is, though, for real, like, you guys have researched your cryptos, and this is not just a channel where, oh yeah, man, let's go get on you know, Pickle Dog Inu, and let's, you know, we're a bunch of pickles and we're gonna pump the pickle. No, like,
we're not pumping any pickles on here. No, we don't need to pump the pickle.
Yeah, whatever.
We're not pumping any pickles here. And don't make that coin.
Whatever case, dog crap Inu, whatever,
dog
garbage Inu, whatever you want to call it. The point is, like, you guys know your cryptos, you know the utility. Why would I want to come on here? Maybe come on here and try to promote some garbage token that has no utility whatsoever, and because that's the mainstream thing to do. Well, not exactly. I mean, you know, we'll get to where we need to be, and it takes time and hard work, but no, we're not gonna do that. And I think you guys have noticed that for the last 6+ months now. So
all right, plug the plug. And B Ricky says y'all need to talk about Tectonic. It's an unknown coin that is pumping major. Pull up the chart on Dex Tools.
I've known about Tectonic since last year. Actually, I first found out about it.
And sold it last year. Yeah, I should have probably held some.
I've known about it since the time I was in VVS, and I'm still in VVS. I think personally, I'll state this: I do think Tectonic is a better project than VVS. It's a lot more attractive on the yields compared to VVS. So,
Jeff Pruden says, I'm trying hard not to put all my money in Tonic. XXI Gaming. Ricky, I got Tectonic stacked for 4 years. 1 Billy. Trying to get that 5 Billy. Before the price shoots up, of course. Michael Horwell, we get false market cap too because the borrow against stacked stuff, then stake that, then borrow against that, then stake that again, making their influence 3 times what's actually invested. That's interesting. All right. Larry, you talking smart makes me Randy, baby. Okay. Yeah, baby. Yeah. I can't do you can't do Austin Powers. Yeah, baby. Can you?
Yeah, I could kind of do that.
Oh. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. No. Anyway.
Yeah, baby. I like the Jaguar. I'll tell you what was cool about that was the machine gun jubblies was cool. And the Jaguar. I mean, those 2 things stood out. The machine gun jubblies really stand out.
I just always liked
a pair of those.
I always
not
liked
for myself, but for somebody else to wear. Yeah.
I always liked it when you would say something like, you know, do you find me sexy, baby? Yeah, baby. Anyway.
One of the funniest intros. You know, he wrote that whole movie in like 2 weeks. One of the cool intros was the theme song from Austin Powers, where they're all dancing and they're doing backflips. They're coming in. It's a cool
music.
thing. Yeah. I like watching this. The music is funny.
If you listen to it, I used to be, little known fact, I mean, I'm probably not even close to Selmo thought on this, but I used to be really into, like, you know, sampling, like hip hop sampling. You know, I think that's an art in itself to be able to take like a sound that's in a particular track and then pull that and then create like a work of art, you know, in a song. But anyway, Austin Powers, all of them, right? That theme song, that right? If you go back to it, that is sampled from Laugh-In. I don't know if you watch Laugh-In, like reruns of it.
No, I haven't. B Ricky. Okay. It's a great move, and Oscar Ramos is the best YouTube channel to find good information. Oh, for Tectonic? Okay. We should get Oscar Ramos to be on our app. We can ask him if he wants to do that. All right, Tim. But I hope he's not involved with Clear Cryptos anymore, or is he? That's the only thing that would concern me about Oscar Ramos. But, you know, I'm not trying to throw shade at him. I'm just curious if he's involved with that project. All right. Michael Cornwell just testing right now. He's got some live charts going up there. XXI Gaming. I hit the sub button for Michael. Okay, cool. Crypto Talk Now VR. 20 grand of quant after XRP. Dang. Okay. B Ricky, I lost all my crypto that I built up because something happened in my family. Oh, sorry to hear that. To where I need a big amount of cash at one time, but I'm starting over and I have to rebuild, but it's a bear market. All right. My ISO 222 meow.
Jeez.
My Sharona. CTN Dev Team Z. Mike, Legrand, Larry, Max, Ed. I got my sexy new computer set up. Now, if we need to, we can run all our computers for one YouTube live. Okay.
Huh.
Michael Cornwell. If I had 20,000 auto spend, I get some Luna bucks to spend. All right. Tim Shea, Ricky, glad you were in position to take care of the issue. You will get it back before you know it. You know what projects to get into. NFT creations, Legrand Commission. Get ready. Be Ricky.
Oh, that's Legrand, huh?
Yeah. I'm going all in on Tectonic and some ISO 222s. How about that?
Nice. Yeah.
Boomer F and Sooner says Tectonic NFT creations smell like a bull run about to pop. Oh, look at that. He put patches as his avatar. How cute is that?
Yeah, right on.
You see it? Oh, thank you so much. That's bless you for that. You're the first one that I've ever seen have an avatar with patches in it. That's so cute. I wish that my kids were watching this show right now. Selmo Fudd, 20,000 quant is like 119 quant. That's my choice. $20,000. Okay, 119.
Yeah.
Well, he agrees with me. So Selmo Fudd agrees with me. Good job, Edward. For the chart there. Thanks again, April Cornwell. Boomer F Sooner. If I had to buy one with 20,000 quant for the win. Okay. Make more clips. Yes, we need more clips. NFT creations. Larry, tomorrow I will send you that background picture you asked me for. That's right. So in the back where patches is, you know where I have the house that I want to build? It's a house like where you live with your horses. You live up above it and the horses live below in the stable. But we're going to change that and we're going to advertise our network right on there. So it'll be something about download the app and the website and stuff like that. So it'd be kind of cool. You might want to wait, Legrand, just a little note. So you might want to call it cryptotalknow.com because we're going to work on trying to migrate that tomorrow. That's on the agenda tomorrow, a meeting tomorrow. And cryptotalknow.com, you might want to put that in there to download the app because maybe .com sounds better than .net. But anybody can go either way. All right, B Ricky, 20,000. I think I'd buy Tectonic. Where's Crypto Crackhead? Crypto Crackhead and the Rock Lady, a perfect combination. Oh my god. Oh
So
no,
the
Rock Lady is you guys want to know about the Rock Lady, huh?
Yes. The Rock Lady, little known fact, the Rock Lady is going to be the person that is going to be the rarest NFT of CTN. It's going to be one of one made. It'll be extremely rare to get it. And yeah, there you go.
You know what's funny is the person that I was texting with yesterday, there was two people. One of them was my nephew. The other person was a lady, and she was wondering, why are people speculating who I'm texting to and who is the Rock Lady? I pleaded the fifth on that one. All right. So, yeah, April Cornwell, Ape Dog, Inu. Oh, that's a good one. Ape Dog, Inu. I like the way they spell it. DAWG. You know, with all the trouble that's going on with the CTN, it's kind of hard being patches DOGG. But there's no trouble going on.
That doesn't right. And people give me crap for my rhymes? Please. You know, at least I wipe my head and spit the phlegm on the street because the Nikes on my feet keep my cipher complete.
There you go. CTN Dev Team C. I'd buy that. All right. Yeah. Oh, he wants to buy the Rock Lady NFT. I thought he wanted the Carly Crypto one. Boy, it's a good thing that people are not listening to this show. CTN Dev Team Z. Yeah. We've grown up with the good movies. B Ricky. I don't remember eating corn for dinner. You better not be watching this show from your toilet. Let me just say that. And you better get yourself a bidet. No, I'm not getting a bidet, but Ricky might want to think about getting one. He's in it. NFT creations. I should have that tab in the website with all the content creators by Sunday. How about that? Oh, no. Somebody is watching this show. Max, XRP News, Twitter inbox. I didn't think that she was here. Monte Cristo. How about that? Monte Cristo. Somebody new. Thank you for being here. Holding 45,000 Chronos and 30 billion tonic. Chronos is the BNB killer. Life is good. How about that?
I agree with that. Yeah, Chronos is going to bypass Binance. I think it's going to do it like maybe 2 to 5, 6 years at the max, in my opinion.
The drums are turning, or the drums are beating for the Carly Crypto NFT collection. And, that's funny. I did not know you were here, Carly, watching this, because she's not making any comments. She must have just joined. She says, plead the fifth, Larry. I am going to plead the fifth. I don't have to talk about anything. Anything with a whole NFT. Jeff will take. Oh, no. Oh, no, Jeff, you got to not be like that. You had to be selective, my friend. You have to be selective with your NFT collections. You have to be selective with the type of NFTs you buy. You can't just go and hit any NFT that you see. You know what we're talking about, right, Max? He's like, I love the way Max has that expression on his face right now. It's making me laugh. They're laughing. He's looking at a ghost right now. There's ghosts. NFT creations. I'm working on Elon Musk sync in an NFT this week. Let me ask you this question. What is it with Elon Musk and syncs? I missed something with that. What's the joke about that? Do you know what it is, Max?
Yeah, you forget, was it, they brought everything but the kitchen sink, or, we built everything but the kitchen sink, or.
Oh, he made a quote like that?
We got everything but the kitchen sink, so he brings the kitchen sink. You know what I'm saying?
He literally brought a real kitchen sink into the office?
That part, I don't know, but that's what I heard. Yeah.
That's funny. We should make like a golden sink, him carry, running with it or something. That would be
Saddam
cool.
Hussein? No.
No, but NFT creations, watch the video all over. I'm not sure which one that is. All right. What is he saying there? Do you know what Legrand's saying? Oh, look at Patch's stretching.
That
he's beautiful even when he stretches.
That or the reference was because he's going to drain, instead of drain the swamp, he's going to drain, you know what I mean?
Oh, he's going to drain Twitter. Yeah. Didn't he fire? Yeah, my nephew told me he fired the CEO. Did he fire the CEO? I think he did.
Well, he got rid of the software. He just, anyway.
Cleaned house. Okay. Crypto talk.
When you get into the next few comments and get to the bottom, I'm going to read this, show you guys the article from Mr. Michael Cornwell, aka Crypto Mike.
CTN Dev Team Z. Hey, this Carly running joke is getting me in trouble with my girlfriend. Please, no more live me and Carly jokes. All right. Boom Reverend Sooner. He carried a sink into Twitter. That's what it is. So we need the sink. He bringing this. I hope he brings it in. You know what? I hope he should have brought a toilet. Flush down all the bots and get rid of all the crap on Twitter. Please, Elon Musk, I'm talking to you. Clip it and send it to him. He won't watch it, but I'm telling you, sync, perhaps Elon sync Inu, something like that. That probably will come out. But don't make it. Let that sink in. There you go. About Elon Musk. Jeff, yeah. Hey, here's somebody. Crazy Man D. It was a bad dad joke. Elon brought in the sink and said, let that sink in after it was confirmed he was buying. Oh, okay. All right. Wow. Well, that's cool. NFT creations. He entered Twitter headquarters with a sink, meaning let that sink in. That's cool.
I've never seen you before, Crazy Man D. I'd like to, of course, welcome you. Thanks for joining us here tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
And I do like how, you pointed that out.
Cool. Yep. Thank you for that. I thought it might be seen him one time, but maybe I'm mistaken. NFT creations. He entered Twitter headquarters with a sink, meaning let that sink in. All right. There we go. All right. So back to you, Max.
All right. So I'm going to share this. It's from Mr. Michael Cornwell. And here it is. So this comes straight from USA Today. Again, this was published, I guess, last Tuesday, but it's still pretty relevant. So it says Ripple shovels 100 million XRP as investors start frantically grabbing XRP-oriented products. Let's see here. Fintech giant Ripple has transferred a whopping 100 million XRP, while nearly 200 million coins were shifted in total. Let's see here. As reported by major cryptocurrency tracker Whale Alert, which has recently expanded the list of cryptocurrencies whose transactions it traces over the past 12 hours, a hefty amount of 290.8 million XRP was transacted by the mutual efforts of Ripple and other companies. Ripple shoveled more than half of it, which is this amount that you see right here, which would be what, 100 million? Yeah, 100 million XRP, which is worth $45,474,634 transferred from Ripple to an unknown wallet. 291 million XRP on the move. Ripple wires 100 million. The aforementioned source spread the word about roughly 291 Ripple-related XRP coins transferred in 6 consecutive transactions. Ripple Crypto, company based in San Francisco, was shifted a staggering lump of 100 million XRP to an anonymous wallet, as we know, per the tweet published by Whale Alert. And it says that was 12 hours ago, but again, this is basically back on Tuesday. XRP focused analytics generating platform BitHump, not to be confused with Hump Not Dump, aka Badir, shared some details that indicate that these funds will most likely eventually be sent beyond the company. The 100 million were transferred to one of Ripple's reserve wallets, which is RL18-VN. This address is usually utilized for sending XRP to third parties outside the company. Ooh, maybe this is the magic moment that we're looking for. Parties outside the company, crypto exchanges, banks. Ooh,
this magic moment. Sorry.
Financial institutions and converters, that's right, to get fiat and cover Ripple's ongoing expenses. The rest of crypto, 191 million XRP, was moved by crypto trading platform Bitstamp, Ripple's major ODL corridor in Latin America, Bitso, and Bittrex. A couple of XRP transfers were made by Bitstamp and Bitso internally. And then this last part, XRP-oriented funds welcome large inflows. Reported by USA Today on Monday, a recent CoinShares report stated a staggering 800,000 were invested in XRP-focused products by the end of last week. Month-to-month inflows in XRP-oriented products amounted to 700,000 and year-to-year 9.5 million. And then last part, these inflows have been not enormous, as the source pointed out. However, they have been the biggest since the lawsuit of SEC against Ripple Labs, which has started in December 2020. That is something. It kind of makes you wonder if the whole thing with this SEC thing, like literally they think it's going to be over here soon, and now it's basically putting yourself in position to just go crazy with everything. It's kind of like a chess move is the way I look at this. So thanks for sharing this. This comes straight from Crypto Talk Now network sideline reporter Michael Cornwell. I'm going to kick things actually into the next segment, since we did get caught up, I should say, with
before you do that, let me just say hello to somebody new, if we could, real quick. All right,
sure.
Somebody new, real quick. Sanal, hope I'm saying it right. Sanal Crypto. Thank you so much for being here. Somebody new. How about that? Tectonic is nonstop game. All right. Thank you for that. He says, did you guys hear about Tectonic? Yes. It's bullish. We have heard about it, and Uncle Ricky likes it too.
Yeah, I've heard about Tectonic for, a long time. I mean, I would say well into 2021. So for a while.
We just heard about it. We talked about it a little bit. Let me just show you guys. Let me just show him something new real quick. Have you heard about this? Of course, the patches, NFTs, but more importantly, have you heard about CryptoTalkNow.net? Download the app right here. If you're new to the show, you can watch us right on the app and also watch us right on the website, CryptoTalkNow.net. Back to you, Max.
All right, so we're going to kick things into the next segment, which is to do a deep dive into Hydra. I'm going to, of course, show you just a little bit about Hydra from CMC first, and then we'll get into everything else. So this is straight from CMC. So Hydra, for instance, is sitting at 527. You maybe wonder, well, why talk about this particular one? I'll get to that. So, there's quite a few fans of, for instance, Tectonic and so on, and I get it. You may feel as though this is not a fair comparison, but we do like to talk about on the show, for instance, this particular example, and that is if you had, a grand and you put it in, for instance, Tectonic, in a bull run, you should see like a 10x on that. You may think, well, Max, come on, man, don't be like the typical, YouTube content creator who says things like that. I get that. I would not say that irresponsibly. Okay. For one, I'm looking at this from the perspective of last year's bull market compared to what we're going to be entering into 2023. I do firmly believe that we will pull ourselves out of this bear market going into 2023, whether it happens at the beginning or like Larry's prediction of Valentine's Day, wherever the case be. I feel as though that the crypto winter times are going to come to an end and that we'll eventually get into a bull market, especially in 2023. So with that also said, let's take a moment to introduce to you, if you don't know about it already, which is Hydra. It's another one of those where I feel as though 1K can become 10K. And I'll get more into that in a bit. I want you guys to understand a little bit about this particular project. I'm not being paid by Hydra in any way, shape, or form. But what I do like to consistently do is I like to introduce particular crypto projects to you guys in which I feel as though are outstanding projects that fly under the radar. And I think Hydra is definitely one of those that's part of that mix. So the circulating supply of Hydra is very, very attractive. For one, it has an 8.6 million circulating supply. The total supply is 21,149,358. The market cap is sitting at 24,562,522, and that is a confirmed market cap from CMC. On top of that, I'm going to show you a little bit more. So currently speaking, it's sitting at $2.85. Now, back in April of 2021, this was sitting at about $48. Okay. And the project was originally introduced at the beginning of 2021, about roughly $1.95. Now I realize the price that you see now, but I still feel as though it's a good entry point for the likes of Hydra. Let me just turn the volume off on this because I don't like sounds in the background. And so look at this. This was April, like just 4 months after it was introduced. $48, all-time high. Then, roughly about a month later, like the day before my birthday is on May 12th, again, right back to its all-time highs. And even when we went into last year's bull market, it kind of like held its own for a while. And of course, like a lot of things this year, everything went to hell in the handbasket. Now, why Hydra? Well, this is what I'm going to show you a little bit more. We're going to start off things with their website. So here's the actual the website for Hydra, and it says solving the total supply problem. It says Hydra is an open source proof of stake blockchain with a unique set of economic features. It packs a unique combination of inflationary as well as deflationary mechanics as part of its economy that work in parallel and let the real adoption define its total supply. Of course, you can read more about the white paper. I would highly encourage you to do that. Here's kind of like an idea of how this works. As you see over here to the right, there are validators that validate these transactions. And then look at this. Look at how the transaction fees get 100% burned. But in regards to a little bit more of this, it says global node distribution. Hydra is a truly decentralized network maintained by nodes around the world. There's 704 total nodes that are around the world. And again, it shows you where exactly these are located. Most of them are, in fact, in Europe. There's, of course, a few over here in the United States and so on. As far as the assets that are staked, we'll get more into that. Hydra has very attractive staking rewards. I'll state that. So 36 million total stake roughly. The capital needed for the network, for a network attack, of course, is what's mentioned here, 18.72. Now, in regards to staking, it says powerful staking economy. Hydra is a proof of stake blockchain, like I mentioned. Again, it is its own blockchain. Everyone can become a full node in a few clicks and stake Hydra to help maintain the network. Stakers receive a high economic stream through block rewards awarded by the blockchain. This ensures the chain is always well protected against 51% of its attacks. They also have so far paid out $25 million in staking that has been paid out so far. There has been, let's see here, 481,839 blocks have been mined. Now listen to this. Annual percentage return, the APR on that staking, is about 42.50%. The total value of assets on chain, 56.87 million. And then, of course, there's a little bit more on this. It says shared economy benefiting all stakeholders. Hydra provides 50% gas royalties. Listen to that, to smart contract owners. Right? Developers and projects receive 50% of the transaction fees whenever their smart contract is executed by a user. This unlocks a unique economy for decentralized applications. Decentralized DEX applications. Sorry, I read that wrong. And decentralized apps, I apologize, with high transaction volumes that are currently wasting this enormous economic stream. And it kind of gives you a breakdown about the smart contract user, where the fees go, how it gets burned, gas royalties, and so on. So it's very attractive to a smart contract developer because they like the idea of receiving royalties, just kind of like a musician likes receiving royalties on every commercial that's, displays, like even 20 to 30 seconds of their work on a, like, let's face it, a mainstream commercial. Now, in regards to those transaction fees, it says fixed transaction fees and 100% burn. The Hydra blockchain achieves transactional cost predictability through a stable gas price protocol. The gas price is governed by coin holders through a decentralized voting mechanism and is always set in fiat. And Oracle monitors the price of Hydra on exchanges and adjusts the fee settings dynamically. The result is a fixed price per transaction in USD equivalent, irrespective, I should say, of the Hydra rate, thus giving network participants and real-world business applications the stability they need. Again, 100% burn on all the transaction fees, 50% royalty on gas for smart contract creators, and a fixed transaction fee. Of course, you can join the community. They have Telegram, Twitter, you name it. But another thing I want to show you guys is some of the partners that they have. Of course, I've done coverage from Bitcoin.com. Heck, they're even with, Maxi, KuCoin. We'll get more into the KuCoin in a bit. Something I do want to show you in regards to the white paper. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this up. And again, this is about, for instance, I think they have a commitment. I believe it's in here. Let me just take a moment. Saw it before. Maybe I believe it's at least 20%. The APR will not drop down below 20%. That was something that was very, very attractive. There it is. Liquidity fund size and future income. The current size of the LM fund reached roughly 40% relative to the market cap of Hydra, which stands as a fundamental pillar for future community growth. As the market cap grows, so would the DAO fund. In addition, it will continue to be funded by 20% of block rewards, making the DAO financially independent from external factors and sustainable indefinitely. Let me see here. This right here, it states summary of calculations: Hydra /DAO, /DAI pool with 10 million total value. Lock cost, for instance, 2,750,000, and then also Hydra DAI pool with 10 million TVL cost, 500,000. This other one, is a little bit different, but you can see this. For instance, it says Hydra ends up being 5.5 times more capital efficient when compared to Hydra. In other words, the same liquidity mining budget can attract 5.5x more total value locked to the DEX when Hydra is replaced with Hydra. These theoretical numbers are confirmed by the real-world data we gathered from LM trial campaigns launched in April 2022. Due to the combination of impermanent loss and the intrinsic opportunity cost, Hydra, the equilibrium APR, ended up at roughly 80%. I seen Hydra around this basically late last year, and that was another really attractive thing. Now, right now, it's down to about 40%, but they have a commitment of for instance, to not drop below 20%. I don't know of any other crypto out there that could promise those particular things. That is still very attractive. Like, look at here. In particular, unleveraged component with high APR allocation. 20% of the deposit to be used to buy and stake Hydra for a 40% APR. This component will be under leveraged by a factor of 5, which means that for every 5% Hydra price volatility, the principal value will only be impacted by 1%. 0.2 times 0.4 equals 8% contribute to the total yield. And it breaks down a little bit more about, of course, the APR and so on. But that's one thing I just wanted to point out to you guys. I thought that was really, really cool with their commitment they have to the community, those who stake Hydra. Just to get into this a little bit more, I'm going to show you their Twitter. So like, you can follow it. Of course, here it says, like I mentioned before, a proof of stake blockchain with 45% APY, 20 cent transaction fees. I mean, it's just super cheap. But if you're thinking about getting into Hydra and so on, for some of the brief things, I mean, yeah, it's kind of a deep dive, but I also don't want to read like 20 pages of a white paper. Let's be honest, it's going to take forever. But look at this, all right? 40.14% flexible staking on KuCoin. And it's just that. I mean, when I'm looking at it from this particular perspective, I'm thinking to myself, I got like the calculator right here, for instance. And I'm looking at the price of Hydra, and right now it's sitting at, for instance, where is it at? Sorry, I think it's 285. Yeah, 285. Let me pull it up. So $2. Well, let's just say 285. I mean, it's probably gonna dip down, but 285 a Hydra. I'm gonna times this. I don't know. Just put like, for instance, if you're going to get 1,000 Hydra, I mean, I realize this is a little bit higher than I mentioned, but here's the thing. 1,000 Hydra, and this goes even to half of what we originally saw. So originally we saw on CMC, here it is right here, all-time highs were $48. Now, I'm not saying it's going to necessarily get back to all-time highs, but what I am saying is I do see this going, like, for instance, $24, $25. That's still pretty darn significant. So, I mean, where is it right now? So you got 1,000 of these. Give me a second. Times. Yeah. I mean, 1,000 Hydra times $25, just basic math. It's, 25K. This even break this down even further. Let's say, for instance, you put in, I don't know, 285. I don't know, let's just say 2.85. Bear with me. Times. All right, I'm just gonna say like 400 Hydra. So that's about 1,140, a little bit over, like, let's say like a budget of 1,000. So 2.85 times, so you got 400 of them, and you did, I don't know, let's say this again, back to the like let's say just $23. I mean, even right there, that's 9,200. You know what I mean? So that's almost near a 10x even on that one. So again, I realize a lot of you guys, I'm not saying that you have to get specifically just, Tectonic, or, you got to go with Hydra. Again, it's all about diversifying your portfolio and trying to just do that. trying to recognize other opportunities, preparing for the preparing for the bull market and the bear market. So I see we had probably a big massive drop. Maybe people got bored with this. I don't know, but we're at the 2 hour and 5 minute mark. Look more into Hydra if you want. Again, you can get off of KuCoin, and it's pretty easy to stake on there. And just remember that you can pull your staking out, I think, after about 30 days. Currently, they have a 40.14% staking yield on your Hydra. Back to you, Larry.
All right, I'm just going to wrap up the show after reading one comment here. Rafael Santos, welcome back. He says, hello, guys. How's everyone? Be safe. As always, here in the Philippines, we have a new storm, but we're safe. Can't go to work as of now. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up the show, and in about 5 minutes time, I will go over to Discord. Then Max, I think, might go over there, and then we'll talk a little bit. We'll have a quick meeting, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys again tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care.
See you, everybody.